Hello YouTube, Canaan Beats here again with another video, and I'm doing a deck profile of my teammate. It's Gladbeast deck, and would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Mr. Tree 5555.
Yes, and I've talked about this guy in some of my other videos, mentioned him, and in the tags you'll see a link to his channel down below, even though it doesn't have much content. But let's get straight into his build of Gladbeast.
Okay, well, start off and I run the two walls, the two Plumas. Pretty simple, good for first turn stall. The bestiary to guys are us out. The two Laquaris, they make great beat sticks and they help get a Heraclinos out in mid-late game. The Prismas help get Bestiari into my grave so I can bring him back with Darius and get Gyzaris out. The Aquests, they will recycle all my War Chariots and monsters so I can reuse them consistently. Mermillo, to get rid of those pesky monsters.
Hate him.
Radiari I use to banish some of the stuff that I know they'll be able to bring back and
fucking hate him
use
more.
against me. I use Octavius in case I want to get rid of a back row card that's, granted it has to be face down, but it does keep my Bestiari from being banished by bottomless trap hole and stuff. And then I have Darius to bring back some of my monsters quickly from the grave. Okay, for spells, I only run two MSTs. I feel a third clogs up the deck in a first turn hand sometimes. The Forbidden Lances are good for either downing your opponent's attack power or getting some of your monsters past Mirror Force and such. The Book of Moon, pretty staple, along with the Dark Hole. Now I run two Ancient Forests because, one, if they have a high defense monster, you can play it, get into attack position, get past it, or Gladbeast, even though they attack, they will not be destroyed if you tag out, so they get around that effect.
And it's especially freaking annoying if I have like a set Raikou or a set freaking Snowman Eater.
Yep, no flip effects. Monsterborn, again, staple. And then the three Proving Grounds to bring the monsters I need to my hand. For traps, I run quite a few traps. I run the three Dark Bribes to get past some of the spells and traps that will hinder my gameplay. Two Solemn Warnings to get rid of some of those big special summoning monsters like Lagia right now and some of the wind-ups bigger monsters. Only run one Bottomless Trap Hole. I side deck the other because I find sometimes you don't need it, sometimes you do. Three Fiendish Chain. I prefer these over Compulse because at least the monster's still in the field, but it becomes a dead monster because it can't activate its effect, it can't attack. Of course, the three War Chariots to get rid of their effects.
Such an annoying card.
Okay, apparently I do run the second Bottomless Trap Hole. Had it mixed in. Defensive Tactics. It's just, I only run one. It's good when I need my monster to stay on the field, and it stays in the deck. Again, another staple, Solemn Judgment, along with Mirror Force, and when I need to get past their traps, traps done.
Alright.
For my extra deck, I do run quite a variety of cards. For the Gladbeast stuff, I will run one Heraclinos until I can get some other ones, and the three Gyzaris to nuke their field and stop them from playing. I run a Black Rose Dragon. You use either some of the cards in my extra deck as tuners, or when a monster born opposing player's tuner, I can use it. Same goes for the Ancient Fairy Dragon to get more Ancient Forests in my hand, or Run Red Dragon is a good beat stick, easy enough to get out. Good level 6 beat stick for Synchros, Gaia Knight. And just in case I ever need to return stuff to hand and I can get them out, Brionic. I run, for the Exceeds, I run one number 16 Shockmaster. Easy to get out with the Gladbeast since they're all pretty much level 4s and can stall your opponent pretty well considering they can't activate anything.
And in my last player interview with the guy with the hero deck, Mr. Tree 5555 here, just completely annihilated him because heroes don't really have a great matchup with Glad Beasts.
I also run the Jin string, good for getting a 3000 to get past a beat stick. Have a few level 3s on the deck. Another rank 4 exceed, easy to get out, works as a Book of Moon for your turn. Utopia, another great level 4 beat stick. And just in case I ever need it, I run a Utopia Array. Just in case I need the extra 4,000 points for one turn. My extra deck, I'll run 2 effect veilers in the extra deck. I don't main them because a lot of decks will run banishing purposes and I can't use their effects while defissure or macros on the field. I'll side a Sam Knight just in case I feel like I need to get the cards to my hand faster and their monsters don't have that high attack. A second Retiari in case I plan on in case I need to banish a lot out of their graves. I also side 3 Imperial Walls for those big anti-meta decks out there. And even Chaos Dragons, it'll pretty much go through them too. Or at least stall them out for a bit. D-Prison, just a good card in general. I side it because it takes up too much space in the main deck. Too easy to counter. And I side this because unless their entire deck is based off of like those 1900 anti-metas, you really don't need it. And that's my Glad Beast Stun.
Alright. And me, as I said last video, me and him are going to be creating our channel. The channel is going to be called Tree of Canaan, and it's going to be specifically reserved for anime, who knows what. But that's the deck profile of my teammate slash friends Glad Beast deck. And comment, subscribe below. Check out his channel, even though there's only 3 videos. But if you like Warhammer, check out his stuff. And basically that's all I have to say. King Beats signing out.